I'm going to tell you how Sherlock survived. So, here's a ledge of a building. Here is Sherlock. This is what happened.
The next morning, I woke up as a free man, with the sun on my face, and I cried. I thought I'd never feel its warmth again. This isn't a quote from a dramatic movie script. This is how our beloved actor Benedict Cumberbatch felt after surviving a terrifying real-life ordeal.
It was very scary. I mean, I have to emphasize, not just because I love South Africa and South Africans, but it was a small event in a very big country. We were very lucky.
Before learning more about the experience that made him reevaluate his life and filled him with a new sense of purpose, don't forget to subscribe to Rumour Juice YouTube channel. Back in 2005, Cumberbatch was filming the miniseries To the Ends of the Earth in Durban, South Africa.
Hank, will you shut up? Shut up, you despicable little orange toad! You arse on the bile of man!
He was in a car with two other friends, and the group suffered a punctured tire. It was cold, and it was dark. I felt rotten. We were wary because that's a notoriously dangerous place to drive, the actor remembered. To get the spare out, they had to get all of their luggage out. The three became an easy target for 6 armed robbers who tied them up. At this point, Cumberbatch was sure he would get tortured or killed. The captors forced him into the boot of the car, or at least tried to.
These guys surrounded us. Stuff went on with belongings, and we were pushed about a bit. I was put in the boot of the car, though, at one point, and that was interesting.
The genius actor managed to talk his way out of it.
Oh, maybe I could diffuse the brake lights, and then a policeman. No policeman is happening. Got to pull over a car full of men.
I just tried to explain to them, I will die, possibly have a fit, and it will be a problem for you. I will be a dead Englishman in your car. Not good.
At one point, stuff was being thrown out of the car. We were underneath this underpass, and these juggernauts were just charging over, and the sound cover would be sort of perfect for a quiet pop.
Fortunately, the robbers eventually decided to release all of them unharmed.
I kind of came to terms with mortality and dying on my own about 4 times in the space of half an hour, and the whole thing went on for about 2 hours.
It really enriches your values in life, Cumberbatch said. It taught me that you come into this world as you leave it, on your own. It's made me want to live a life slightly less ordinary. Well, we can safely say the actor is living up to the promise he made to himself, even if he still regrets letting his parents down by becoming an actor.
I grew up with it. Mum and Dad are both actors, you know, a bit of born aside the trunk. I'd been on tour with them, I'd snuck around backstage, I'd been on sets. I'd had a sort of understanding of what it was they did for a living.
What?
Yeah.
As if you've never felt like you're letting your parents down. You're in good company, as Benedict Cumberbatch also belongs to the club.
We're here with Benedict Cumberbatch, the best name ever. Just say it, Benedict Cumberbatch. You can say it over and over again.
The megastar has recently admitted he followed a career path that was way different from what his parents imagined. They wanted him to be a doctor or a lawyer. They had to work hard and save so that Benedict could attend the prestigious £12,000 per term Harrow School. Instead, he chose to pursue a career in acting.
So, Miranda. Oh my God. Is your heart beating faster? Slower than before?
To this day, Cumberbatch strives to please his mom, actress Wanda Ventham, and dad, actor Timothy Carlton, with his work. One of the reasons I get out of bed in the morning is to make them proud of me, he once said. By the way, when you are Benedict National Treasure Cumberbatch, you can ask your real-life parents to play your parents in Sherlock too. Spouses Timothy Carlton and Wanda Ventham appeared in the vastly popular eponymous series as Sherlock and Mycroft Holmes' parents. Of course, Benedict's other purpose in life is his wonderful family, wife/best friend Sophie Hunter, who is a theater and opera director, playwright, and former performer, and their 2 sons.
With my wife and children, somewhere reasonably sunny, just with my wife and children, actually just us on our own anyway.
The actor has remarked how lucky he was to find someone to love, and who loved him equally in return. He said it was a minor miracle for them to meet at all, given how busy they usually are. To have Sophie in my life is something I am extremely grateful for and very excited about, the loving husband gushed. And when someone got mean on Twitter about his appearance, comparing him to how do we put it, a cat's behind, Cumberbatch fired back with a brilliant response. He chuckled at the person who had essentially called him ugly, looked at his wedding band and said, "Someone did find me attractive and she put a ring on it." Sherlock Holmes, Patrick Melrose, Julian Assange, antagonist Khan in Star Trek, Alan Turing, Smaug the Dragon in The Hobbit, The Grinch, Satan's Voice, and of course Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So far, Benedict Cumberbatch's career proves he has lived many extraordinary lives, just like he promised himself on that fateful night in South Africa. Though it's worth mentioning the actor, who was propelled to international stardom thanks to his role as the consulting detective Sherlock Holmes, was initially reluctant about taking the part. You see, he thought another rebooting of the franchise would just be aimed at making money and could end up cheap and cheesy. But when he got to know the names behind the production, he felt calmer about it. We are eagerly awaiting what's next for Benedict Cumberbatch.
Again, with entertainment, please.
Tell us in the comments section below, what is your favorite thing about Benedict Cumberbatch?